Next, we will hear from thought leaders in the impact investing movement, starting with Sir Ronald Cohen. Unfortunately, Sir Ronald Cohen cannot be with us today, and he has presented some brief remarks by video that I will play now.
I wish I could be with you in New York at this Jewish Impact Investment Summit, but I guess the next best thing is to address you by video from Tel Aviv. You're probably wondering what the link is between Jewishness, which I represent, and impact investment. We have long-standing traditions of philanthropy and of tikkun olam. And I suppose each of us has been brought up to some degree with the idea that we have to maintain a balance between what we do for ourselves and what we do for others. And the inspiration for impact investment really came from a feeling that traditional ways of philanthropy were insufficient today, given the challenges that society faces, be it in the United States or in Israel or in developed and developing countries across the world. And Maimonides' principle that it is better to teach a man to fish than to give him a fish for a meal is the type of approach that led us to think that there have to be more effective ways of dealing with those whom society leaves behind than just giving them grants. This led us to an understanding that the world's thinking had been evolving in the face of what looked like insurmountable social issues, from measuring just risk and return in making business and investment decisions to measuring risk, return, and impact. And when you begin to think about the notion that capital flows throughout our system begin to be directed to improving people's lives as well as delivering a financial return, or to improving the environment as well as delivering a financial return, you begin to realize that this is a revolutionary idea. It impacts the models of business and investment, as I've mentioned, but also the model of philanthropy and of government. Philanthropy begins to see an expanded role, a role that takes into account not just the grant program, but the endowment. And we're beginning to see the Ford Foundation leading the way across the world with $1 billion allocation to impact investment. We're beginning to see charitable foundations across the world making allocations from their endowment to impact investment.
That was Sir Ronald Cohen, and again, he was the chairman of the Global Steering Group on Impact Investment.